Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Welcome back to the Cweemy Cast. Today we are joined by my co-hosts Flame and Dongtrope, and we also have a very special guest today. We have CallSignSuitcase, aka the iconic Peppino singer. How are you doing, CallSign?
I'm here.
That's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might know CallSign from about a month and a half to 2 months ago. He was at a convention and he performed Freak as Peppino, and it was amazing, and it blew up on Twitter, and it's just amazing. So we're gonna hang out, we're gonna talk with CallSign a little bit, and we're just gonna vibe tonight. So thank you for hanging out with us and enjoy today's episode. I'm gonna be 100% with you guys while we're recording this. We just recorded about 15 minutes of this podcast and my power fluctuated. So we're kind of gonna. This is gonna be interesting. So, CallSign, let's talk about the convention where you performed a little bit. How was that? How did that all come to fruition?
So originally, the convention was something my friends had done before, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to go to the next one." We were like, "Yeah, we'll check it out, see what's coming next." And when they announced this year that the Red Dead 2 voice actors were going to be there, all of us collectively decided, "Yeah, we're going," because of them, really. Um, we all got gathered up, went all the way over to Syracuse. It was a hell of a trip,
I was
honestly.
gonna say, holy shit.
Um, yeah, the convention was incredible. It was like you walked in to the convention hall, and there was just computers all set up with all sorts of old stuff, all these consoles. They had 20 computers all hooked up to a LAN party running Quake.
Oh my god.
Like original Quake. I was like, this is kind of sick.
Oh,
I've never
that's
played
sick.
Quake before, but let's go.
So I have was that your first convention, or had you been to a convention prior?
I've been to a convention before years ago. It was like an anime convention that a couple
Oh, okay.
friends brought me to, like a small one.
Hmm.
But it was my first one going in cosplay, and I was like, let's go as Peppino. It's
Yeah.
easy. It's simple. And I mean, people loved it. I got recognized as the Burger Time guy, like twice. And one time after singing, I had two guys come up to me, and they're like, "Yo, can we get your picture? You were killing it up there, chef." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And the one guy's like, "Bro, I kept telling him that you were from Pizza Tower. This guy thought you were Chef Boyardee." I was like, "What?"
Chef Boyardee sings creep. That's
either way.
You're either cooking the pizza or cooking the spaghetti. It's one of the two.
Yeah, but everybody was like, "Yo, you're cooking, chef." I'm like,
It's like, thank
okay.
you. I mean, hey, that's what matters. I mean, it seems that the one thing that I could say from that performance, especially after it blew up, is that people I know you were saying, because when we recorded previously, you were saying it resonated with you a lot, and I think that was another thing that made people so happy and so genuine about it, was that it was like a situation where you could tell that this was something that just happened, and it's just really cool, really nice, and I think it resonated with a lot of people. I think it was just something in which. Hi, Doom.
That was unexpected.
I'm gonna.
That's awesome.
I can't do this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So many unexpected turns this podcast. What is going on?
Dude, I can't. I'm gonna cry. Hi, Doom. Hello.
This is a whole storyline.
Dude, he's gone.
And I thought no podcast could get more chaotic than the last one. Holy shit.
Dude,
Oh
what?
no.
Oh my god, I need it now. So, CallSign, welcome. This is
Okay. This is the Cweemy Cast.
This is the Cweemy Cast, dude. This is Cweemy Boy at its finest. This is the Cweemy Boy experience.
You guys are gonna kill me. Holy crap. So where were we?
We were talking about how cool it was that it resonated with other people. But honestly, let's move past the Peppino stuff and just be what do you like to do in your free time other than, stream? Do you have any favorite games that you really specifically like? But I'd love to hear about them. And I think Flame would too, because I think Flame and you might share one. So I think you and Flame might share a game that he really likes. But
Okay.
what are the stuff you're super into?
So I really like things like Binding of Isaac, any Final Fantasy, really. I've been playing a lot of Limbus Company.
Oh, okay.
I love Limbus Company.
I have a friend who's really into Limbus.
Well, I like it so much that my friends on on our podcast, it's a bit now. Because I just go in on it, and my friend will turn to me and go, "So what's that game you like playing?" And I just have to go, "Limbus Company." And then I look at him and I go, "I hate you for making me do this."
It's just
He's like, "I gotta make you."
It's just a bit
Um,
now.
But I've been playing other things like Poke Rogue lately. I've been really enjoying Poke Rogue.
Oh yeah, because that's what isn't that you've been streaming that, right?
I streamed it a couple times.
Let's
I've
say.
been looking to maybe stream it again soon. Um, it's going to be mainly Isaac for a bit now though, because co-op comes out tonight.
Oh shit! Wait, there's.
Yeah, the official co-op update comes out tonight with all the buffs.
I didn't know that was even happening. I've been kind of
Yeah.
off the grid. I didn't know that was happening. I used to
Yeah,
I
they
used
did
to
a
really
beta-
like Binding of Isaac,
They
and then I
did a
fell
beta
off.
months back, and it was really fun. Like co-op was really interesting, like online co-op.
That's fucking awesome.
And now they're officially releasing it along with a ton of like item changes. It's just buffs. They're like buffing all sorts of like trash tier items.
That's
So I'm really
awesome.
excited to see what's gonna happen.
So even
But-
shitty things are gonna be like good now. So
Yep.
that's sick. In terms of like content and stuff, when did you start? How long have you been doing like streaming for? Is it something you've been doing like prolonged even before you went to the convention, I assume?
Yeah, I've been streaming for a few years, kind of slowly grinded up some followers. I mean, I exploded a little bit after the thing. I think I went from like 90 to sitting at like I think I'm at 238 now. Or
That's
something like
fucking awesome though. That's
We're
really
actually-
cool.
I'm actually working on a goal with the community right now. If we can hit 250, I'm doing a big Pizza Tower playthrough in
Peppino cosplay, right?
I'm gonna do
Yep.
full cosplay.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. I will be seated for that stream. I can't wait. I've been waiting. I keep seeing you talk about it, and I'm like, I am waiting. I've also. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, there's been multiple times where like I think you're also just up late, and it's really funny because when I've had to work overnights a couple times as of recently, and I hang out and call with like Flame and our other friend Ghosty, and we'll watch movies while I have to, because I work at a hotel, and if I work overnight, I'm just folding laundry and shit. So I'll sit there and we'll watch movies while I'm folding. And after a certain point, everyone goes to bed, and I just sit there. But there have been like 4 times where I've got like a notification on my phone, and it's like, CallSignSuitcase is streaming in the Discord server, and I'm like, dude, what if I just hop in? I'm like, I haven't talked to this person yet, but I will definitely more often just hop in when I'm like doing shit, because yeah, you're super cool, and like you're really fun to talk to. Like even just I've not laughed this hard in a long time, so like. Even if it's from shit either going wrong or something random happening, you have such an aura to you and energy that's so cool. And like I said when I was talking to you about the podcast originally, it is like there are certain people where obviously it's always good to see people get a spotlight, but it is so nice to see people who are just sincerely genuine and kind and full of love get the love that they deserve back. Like that's the shit that makes me really happy online, and that's why like after seeing the Peppino thing, I was so like we gotta get you on here and talk to you.
Well, I definitely appreciate it.
Of course.
It's I hate to say this because it seems really funny to say it, but
Mhm.
like with everything that happens and all the build up from it, it's like I feel starstruck with myself. In a way,
Yeah, that's
because
that's not silly.
like I said it when we on the Crashed podcast.
Right. Also,
Been
go
a
listen to
dog
that as well. There will be a link in the description. I got you.
Like, oh, my brain's not working. Give me a second. I'm not like a fame chaser.
Yeah.
You know, it's more of I want to perform to perform. Like you said, like if I can make someone smile, if I can make someone laugh,
Exactly.
that makes it at the end of the day for me.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's silly at all, and I honestly think that's like shit like that is super admirable because there are a lot of people who unfortunately are so focused and it's like I get it. YouTube is an ever-changing algorithm, and if you're
Yep.
going to do it to get famous, you need to focus on just the specifics. But I feel
grind,
like
yeah.
there's also like I focused on the grind as well, and like maybe not YouTube's like exactly, but things that have to do with it, like my projects. And I feel like there's a way to always be on the grind and be focused on the bigger picture, but also, you know, just have a good time with it. Like I feel like too many people just focus on the bigger picture at the end of everything, and it's like there's so much more beyond that. And like I was talking to Caleb last night about how like I'm doing a charity stream this coming Thursday, and I was trying to get some guests, and I talked to somebody who like maybe 6 months ago I probably would have never been able to talk to or like invite, and they were like, "Oh yeah, next time let me know. I don't have time, but next time I'll clear schedule." And I was like, "That's really fucking cool to
Awesome,
me." I was
yeah.
like, "That's." I like people want to be a part of something with me, and I was like, I feel like anybody who gets to say that is just like I it's really cool to finally be able to do stuff and like
Yeah,
make
I
an
get it.
impact because like I for so long have tried to do things where it's like I want to show what I can do. I want to put everything on the table and I want people to know that like this is what I'm here for. But there's also points where I'm just going to be like I want everything on the table and I just want like the charity stream, like I don't care what I have to do, what's gonna happen, like it's for something good. And like I like there's a whole bit I have right now is I bought the I had to get the toe of Satan, the little nitro gummy bear,
Oh, yep, I saw
and
that
the
photo.
yep, and so I've like the spiciest thing I've had is like the blazing wings, like Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm mega fucked at this point.
Dude, your ass is never gonna feel
Yeah.
the same.
So I was like, and people were like, "Dude, you're gonna die," and I was like, "You know what? If I die, at least I'm dying for charity." Like,
Hell yeah, commit to the bit.
so I was like, "Whatever." But no, at a certain point, it just comes to like, I don't care. I just want to do fun shit. I want to do things with my friends, and I'm not focused on like making money. I'm focused on making friends and doing things like this with my friends. Cause
Yeah,
like shit
exactly.
like this is so fun. Just sitting down talking for like an hour, hour and a half. You get to learn so much about each other, and that's the thing I really like about doing this podcast is that I've like expanded friendships, and I'm sure this one will be no different because like
Yeah.
I say, if you're like I'll pop into the Discord more often for sure, but if you ever want to game anything, dude,
Yeah, hell
always
yeah, brother.
like I love that this podcast has helped us form like a way to form friendships with others, and that's like the biggest thing to me is it's like I've struggled so hard in life to make friends at points because of ADHD, whatever.
I
Like
feel ya.
I like it's just so hard, and people are always like, "Oh, weirdo." Like I was the Five Nights at Freddy's kid growing up, and everyone was like, "That's
no.
fucking crazy, dude." And everyone would look at me like I had three heads, and I was like, "Dude, I don't care. This is what I love." And then I had my call sign moment in August. I went to PAX West, which was the
Oh,
biggest trip I've ever done by myself. I went across the country and I just did it because I was like, I need to do something. I was like, I need to
yeah.
get the fuck out of here for a little bit. And that was like, is very similar to like, I imagine what you were sharing earlier is it's like getting to experience things like that and meet people who've like had an impact on you. And it's
Yeah.
so fucking cool because it's like I just can't even put it into words. I go back and watch like the vlog all the time because it's such a thing where it's like this happened. What? But I just love shit like that, and conventions in itself are such a cool thing because like what happened with you. That's a
Yeah.
pure like thing, but I've seen like PAX Aus, I think it was Australia. They did a fucking wedding. A Cult of the Lamb themed
Yeah, the
wedding.
Cult of the Lamb weddings. Yeah.
And like that's awesome. Like I love shit like that. That stuff is so fucking cool. And I love people who get to that point who are like that's what I aspire to be, where it's like I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm
Yeah,
doing this because I like it. And that's all that matters. If you're not hurting anybody and you're having fun with something, do it. who gives a
Exactly.
fuck? That's just it at the end of the day.
Well, because at the end of the day, like if you're doing the content, you're not out of fun, but for the grind, eventually, like what you thought was fun at first,
Is it
just
gonna be
loses its
fun?
magic.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like the best example I could think of somebody doing the grind and still having fun with it. I mean, I'll name drop one of the big ones, Markiplier.
I was literally about to say it.
Look at Mark.
I was about
Like,
to say Mark.
Man's done the hard grind, but look at the fun stuff he does. Just like that poor man's been in the hospital with digestive tract issues
Yeah.
like 4 different times, but he's just like, hey, update. I farted. Power to you, Mark. Like, good job, bro.
I will never forget that fucking tweet where he's just like, I farted. And then fucking
I just love that the image of him in the hospital bed has just been overly mean. The one where he's just laying there like
Yeah,
this
he's
and
like-
it's on fire. Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.
I fucking love. There's the Twitter account too, where it's like it's been like how many days since Markiplier's been in the hospital, and I think this year, like it finally hit a year, and the last time they almost hit a year, he went to the hospital again, and people were like, no, and people freaked out when they hit a year because they were like, oh my god.
Didn't the last trip to the hospital have to do with iron lung? Didn't he get like too much
Yeah.
exposure to fake blood or something like that?
I'm trying to think. Because
can't
the
remember
last
exactly
thing,
what
the
happened.
last thing that I remember was that he went and he was the last trip that I remember was he posted a video and he was like not in a gown and shit. He was like, "Hey, I'm in the hospital right now. Everything's gonna be okay. I just want to let you guys know that things are gonna be a little slow." And like that was like, but I don't remember what the context was. Maybe it was he had to fart again. It probably was he had to fart. TBH. That man holds in his. He needs to stop holding in his farts. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean,
Like I don't get it.
trying to think. I know it just came out. I got to get the new Mario and Luigi.
Oh yes, I really want to play that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I've seen a
I've heard-
lot.
I've heard mixed things about Brothership, but a lot of the people who are saying negative things are like
It's
IGN.
people like IGN.
Yep. I know I have a lot of people who are like diehard Mario and Luigi fans, and like the people who love Brothers Inside Story. Brothers Inside Story, Bowser's Inside Story. I can't fucking talk. I'm a fake fan.
Well, I don't know what kind of game that is. Might be one of them Alabama games.
It's the Alabama Mario game, dude. Bowser's.
Banjo.
Oh god.
But they love like Bowser's Inside Story, and they've like absolutely loved it. I think the one main complaint I've heard from like those types my friends are like it starts off really fucking slow compared to past Mario and Luigi games. It apparently starts off really slow, and it takes a while for you to get to a point where it's like, oh, battles, like consistent battles, and you're doing the Mario and Luigi team up type things. So I think it's a lot more like explorative, but I kind of like that. That's the type of shit I like about like the Mario and Luigi games. You could walk around, you could do shit. Like there were puzzles in like the overworld that you could solve to get cool shit, and that was cool. Bowser's Inside Story was like my favorite game growing up. Like that's one of the games I have
same.
so many memories with. I remember being really fucking weirded out by it though, because as a kid I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? why are we doing this? Like, what's the context?
I'll say I'm probably one of the few in the Mario and Luigi fans that really liked Partners in Time though.
What one was that? Wait.
Well, that's the one with
With
the
Layton, right?
yeah, the babies, yeah.
Oh wait, the babies?
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah,
Luigi,
you played as
and
like
Baby
all
Mario,
four of
Baby
them.
Luigi.
Which one was the one with? Was there one with Professor Layton? Or am I crazy?
No.
What?
Are you
That would be
sure?
a sick crossover though.
I swear to God, there was a Mario and Luigi game with Professor Layton.
I think you're maybe thinking Phoenix Wright.
Was it Phoenix Wright?
Phoenix Wright, Professor Layton.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's
I love
that
Phoenix
game
Wright.
so much.
I
Fellow
love Phoenix Wright.
fan? Ayo.
Oh yo. All right, cool. That's good. Yeah, me and Flame, like I'm not a big anime guy, but also like I with ADHD, I'm super like me personally, I'm like I need to be sold on something within the first 5 minutes or I don't care. Like so we watched the Ace Attorney anime together.
I gotta
And
watch that.
it's really fucking good. It's really good. It
Wait,
takes
doesn't it?
it's the first 2 games, I think. First 2 or 3 games.
Covers the first 2 or 3.
Yeah. And it's like it's really good, and it's the only anime I've gotten into and just been able to watch fully. Like I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just enjoy Phoenix Wright, but even then they do enough stuff to where it's different. Like the court stuff is really cool. The investigations are really cool. The way they get like the other characters into it. Miles is amazing in the show. He's probably my favorite character. He's really cool. But yeah, no. What's your favorite Phoenix Wright game? If you have one.
Oh, good lord. Apollo Justice.
Yes!
The
Yes! Yes! I
just
fucking
because
love
it was,
Apollo
like,
Justice.
the perfect setup to like transition it to a new age. And,
Yes.
you know, give someone else the spotlight. Also, Apollo's pursuit theme is just great.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good, dude. It's beautiful.
I don't know, the few cases in Phoenix Wright that are some of my favorites are like the boat murder
Ooh.
case where you cross examine a parrot. It's just like
Okay. The boat murders in the anime. Actually.
no,
The
he
boat
cross examines the parrot in the anime.
I remember the boat
I'm
murder.
binging anime tonight. Why you gotta do this to me?
Dude, it's worth it. There's only 2 seasons. It's doable. It's doable. I wish there was more though.
Shit.
It's really good. I promise. It'll be worth it. But
Man, I gotta see where I can find it though.
I'm trying to
That's gonna
think.
be the hardest part.
I think it's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's just a playlist on YouTube. I think
Oh,
that's
okay,
how I
okay.
watched it at one point.
I thought for a second there we were all just like doing the silly viewing pose for a second. I turned over and I just saw you just like
It's
I was
fucking...
like, what's happening right now? What is this tension I'm feeling welling up within my heart?
I thought he froze again
this
for a
is
second
scary.
there.
Oh my god,
Is this
Eli,
what
you're
they call
scaring me.
Unspoken Riz?
Dude, we need the Riz Master. Can we get the Riz Master on the podcast? Or the Rizzler, the Rizzler. I mean the Rizzler. It's not the Riz Master.
You get the
We gotta
Costco guys.
We gotta get the Costco guys. We gotta get them to the double chunk chocolate cookie.
So I'm looking at Ace Attorney.
I was
on
gonna
YouTube,
say.
and I see season 2. You have to buy it.
What?
But then I click season 2, and there's season 2. Then there's season 202.
What?
I'm not kidding you.
The
I can't believe they've
fuck?
been doing Phoenix Wright for 202 seasons. So Jover.
It's so Jover. The podcast crashed. We got raided by Doomfox and aka Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hedgehog himself came in.
Sonic the Hedgehog came in and
Gave us his
clapped.
approval and left.
Gave us the clap and left, and then we died. But other than, you know, I mean, your podcast and, you know, streaming, do you have anything else that you're working on right now?
Actually, we started doing it this weekend. We're actually with my boy my boy Maze Boy. It just
It's hard to fuck up.
he and his drummer helped me actually get some actual recorded music out.
I saw my way. It was
Did you?
beautifully done. You did fantastic.
I had been trying to get a promotion at work.
Yes.
And when that actually fell through, unfortunately.
Aww.
But because of that, I've decided let's commit to the music and entertainment now.
Yes.
Because if I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm going to be working a remote job now. Let's spend some of the weekends now focusing on streams, focusing on let's get music out.
Yes, dude.
And so now I'm going to start building a repertoire of covers and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
And doing some more streams. And so now it's on the ground. I got to do the tax paperwork for Twitch.
Yeah, that's a bitch, but it's actually, as soon as you get it done, you don't ever have to do it again. So that's the plus.
Oh, thank God.
Is you don't have to. I don't know about partner stuff, but I'm pretty sure you really don't have to do much else when you get the partner program, because it's all just the same shit. You're just having give them the info.
The crazy thing is now, like, looking at affiliate and being like, affiliate's so low to get into. Like, it's surprising, like, how little you need.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting to get to the steady flow of like, 5 to 7 viewers a stream, which it doesn't seem like much, but when you're starting out and still getting new to the game, it's really
It's a
nice to
lot.
know that you have a steady source of people that come to see you.
Yeah, even just like yeah, that's what I love is like having just a few usuals. It's like I don't. That's my whole thing is I like having the few people who are like I love having people where I'm like,
Invested.
hey, I know who you are, and I'm like, hey, welcome back, and it's just like people who come to the streams for the streams, and it's like yeah.
And then at the end of the day, though, I'm looking upwards, and it's like this is a little intimidating to go from 3 average for your time to 75,
Yeah.
and it's like I can only imagine what that point would be like at that stage. Then it's like if I have regulars that are coming in 70, 80, 90, 100, it's gonna
Yeah.
be like, damn, I gotta start being professional.
Yeah.
I can't say funny things anymore.
We can't talk about Markiplier needing to fart.
No.
But no, yeah, that I agree with that, and that's why I'm like, I very much so like with everything I do, and it's also something I had to like kind of sit down and go over myself at one point. Was like, I don't ever want to be at that point. Where as much as I'm like, as I've been to myself, I would love to be in a situation where I can focus on purely this and only this and be able to live like that. But there is a massive part of me where I'm like, I really have comfort in not ever being famous and just having a group of people who enjoy what I put out. I don't want to have even what you were just saying, like that intimidates me. 70 to 80, 100 people, I would fucking like freak out. I couldn't read chat. That's why I like it. Like I can talk to people right now and I can sit here and be like, I can focus on something for like 3 minutes or whatever. If I'm playing something where I gotta lock in, I can lock in for a second and then look in my chat and I can actually catch back up where I was. I can't imagine how people with like I feel bad because it's so much to manage.
Exactly. That's the same way I felt when it came to the massive amount of followers that came in on Twitter. Because like, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this one.
Okay.
When I went to Retro, I had 40 followers.
What?
Yeah, and most of them were bots or my friends, and I probably half of them were my friends, half of them were like silly little art bots. Hey, let me do art for you, and I'm like, why don't you shut up before I old yeller you outside of a 7-Eleven. But I went from 40 at the start of that weekend to now being at like 1,600. And I'm like, who? It's like,
who are you people? The magic thing.
Who are you people?
Yeah, no, like I just want to be in a point where I could be comfortable doing the things and still have people who enjoy it. I don't ever want to be in that point where I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, because I know a lot of people like, and I understand where people are coming from and they like donate money to somebody. Like let's just put Kai Cenat as a big streamer for example. I've seen people donate to Kai Cenat, for example, and been a little upset that they didn't get heard from. And it's like, that's on both sides. I feel really bad for it. Because on one end, that's not always the streamer's fault. Think about how many fucking notifications they're getting every second. Number two, I understand how that feels on the person who donated's fault because you're trying to support somebody and they don't see it. So I get both sides, but it's like, I couldn't. I'd feel too bad. I would genuinely not be able to do it. I think I'd croak under pressure.
See, I would eventually like to get to a steady source where it's like, could I sit here and do this on a regular basis and support myself? Yes, I would like to get to the grind enough to where I could do it full time.
Yeah.
Because like I want to be there for people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, if I can get a steady enough source where I can sit here and do nothing but stream for people and have a good time, like, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's all that is at the end of the day. Is like as long as people are happy, I'm gonna continue.
Exactly.
That's my whole thing. As long as people enjoy what I'm putting out, as long as people enjoy it, that's it. That's my whole thing. I'd love to fucking do a Peppino Pizza Tower thing. So if you ever want that edited after you do that stream, let me know.
I'll have to get that downloaded. I might have to record that one so I can have it set. Too.
Definitely. That's what I do for big streams. That's actually probably what I'm gonna do for maybe not because that's going to be a massive file. But I'm going to try to record things where there's copyrighted audio and games during the charity stream so that I can actually fucking make something out of it afterwards. Because I'd love to do like
because they're just
highlights.
Like, oh, we'll mute you.
Yep, and I hate that shit. And I'm like, dude, just
the craziest thing, the one that gets me the most. I do a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizers. On
that's
stream,
what I was waiting for.
And they fucking mute my shit all the time. It's like, I'm playing the game. I'm not putting this on there to listen to the music. I'm playing the fucking game. Don't mute my shit. I swear to God.
So, I was waiting for that because Flame, Caleb's a massive Kingdom Hearts fan. So that's where you guys get in. Flame, do you have any Kingdom Hearts questions you want to ask CallSign?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Favorite game?
I'm just going to say it because it's kind of out there. 358x2.
Based. I love that game.
It's obscure. It was different. It was like they did this. Obviously, it's the same Kingdom Hearts formula, but they mixed it up, had fun. Birth by Sleep kind of did the same thing. I loved Birth by Sleep, but 358x2 was just interesting because it was like, let's take the other perspective, the whole section of the story you're not seeing, and let you play as like all these different characters and have a different. Also, Vector to the Heavens makes me cry, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Yeah. I love so much about that game. The story, not many people talk about the gameplay. I don't know why. It's probably one of the best like Kingdom Hearts games just to play, and it's a portable game, so that's impressive. Like the skill tree, I think they should bring that back at some point.
They kind of did bring it back with Birth by Sleep, but it was more along the lines of like the form changes. I think that's what they're called. I would like to see more skill tree stuff coming out. I don't know what we're gonna see with 4 if it ever comes out. But then again, we waited 12 years for 3.
Yeah,
I remember when 3 was announced. That was crazy. I think I was in elementary school when 3 was announced.
Who would have expected though that when 3 came out, we'd get that Woody scene of him just being absolutely based, just like, bro. Why don't you shut the hell up? It's like, Woody.
Like, all right, Woody. I didn't know you were cool like that. Hey, it's like I didn't know you had the respect like that, Woody.
Round him up, Sheriff.
Yeah. I want you to promote whatever you have, or just so people can go support you. Your Twitter and stuff will be down in the description, so don't worry about that.
Okay. I mean, we've got on Maze Boy 91's channel. That's our podcast. That's where we're going to be posting my covers. Just kind of a central area for everything that we do. The podcast we run is called Maximum Mouthage. It's on Spotify, YouTube. It's kind of just like this. We pick topics and just kind of go. A lot of humor, fart jokes.
Yeah,
humor. Dude. Our favorite bit is opening soda on podcast. So we'll take our bottles and
crack it open, open it. Oh my gosh.
That's just a big habit of ours. It's just like we'll sit there and make direct eye contact, and I'll just be like, then all of us. That was a crispy one. Yeah, that was good.
Oh my gosh. But ladies and gentlemen, please, like, my number one ask of you for this episode is go check out CallSign. He's an awesome dude. He makes really awesome content. And if you haven't learned from this podcast, he's really fucking funny. So I also just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity, because I know, like, with everything, you've probably been busy, and also with work. So I just really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and hang out with us, because I've been really excited for this.
Thanks for the opportunity as well. I mean, like, this, I don't get a chance to get out and do stuff like this often. And
yeah, man. And like I said, if you ever want a game, do anything, just always, dude. I love to talk to you.
Yeah, man, definitely.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of the Cweemy Cast, and we will catch you next week. And remember to go check out CallSign. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.